Now, 2 months ago, we investigated the public servant who was helping run her own hotel while at work. Well, there's been a development. Since then, Gillian Pyle, the proprietor of the Semaphore Hotel, has been under investigation by the government. But as Hendrik Gout reports, there's a catch for the taxpayer.
What is your view of the ethics of paying a public servant in an incident like this while the investigation is ongoing?
I know if I was suspended from my work, I wouldn't be getting paid.
Like to be paid close to $100,000 a year for not going to work.
Taxpayers would expect that a person receiving that sort of salary would be working diligently.
2 months ago, Today Tonight exclusively reported on public servant Gillian Pyle, a senior officer here at the Department of State Development. And our investigation revealed that she was apparently helping to run this pub, the Semaphore Hotel, with its bars, restaurant and string of poker machines, in part from her desk at the Department of State Development.
This is one of the most important jobs that you can do in the public service here in South Australia, and that is preparing the South Australian workforce for the adjustment of the economy.
Ms Pyle, I understand that you've been engaged in running your own business from your public service office, and I have some emails here to show that that's the case.
No, that's not true.
It appeared to be a hollow denial. We had email after email which seemed to show that Ms Pyle used her Department of State Development account to transact business for her Semaphore pub. So she would be sending you emails from her work address?
That's right.
And you would reply to her work address at the Department of State Development?
That's right.
Chef John Phillips ran Gillian Pyle's Semaphore Hotel kitchen.
Every week the payrolls were done from her office.
From her office in Weymouth Street?
Yes.
At the Department
We
of
had
State
to wait
Development.
for her to approve who was getting paid what rate or how much each person was getting paid.
And it wasn't a small business. The pub's annual revenue, just shy of an estimated $4 million, puts it in the top 20% of companies in the industry.
What is the government's policy for public servants who are working second jobs while being employed as public servants?
In June, when we broke the story, the Minister, Susan Close, revealed the knowledge vacuum regarding public servants moonlighting on the job.
I'm not aware of what the policy is.
Well, Susan Close, before entering the Parliament, was a career public servant. She should have known what the Code of Ethics was when she was an employee of the taxpayers here in South Australia. And as the Minister responsible for the public service, she should definitely know.
Now it's time for the parliamentary estimates, where ministers, including Gillian Pyle's portfolio minister, Gail Gago, are called to account.
Has there been an investigation into the allegations that were made, and if so, what was the outcome of that investigation?
The department has commenced an investigation into those allegations, and we're obviously that investigation is underway and is ongoing. It has not been completed yet.
It's been 8 weeks since Today Tonight uncovered this story, and quite frankly, I don't know why it takes 8 weeks to determine whether somebody has been in breach of the public servant code of ethics.
Mr Pascoe, is it easy to follow an email trail?
Yes, it is very easy to follow an email trail. Once it's on your machine or it's on a server, it's quite easy to pull that email up and see where it's led you.
Richard Pascoe runs a computer business, The Tech Guy.
You could quite easily in 7 weeks' time get those emails back. In fact, in 7 weeks' time we could go to Mount Sinai and get the tablets back.
So for almost 2 months, Pyle has been on leave, able, should she wish, to play an even bigger role in running the pub. Meanwhile, the whistleblower is in the dark. Have you been questioned at all in relation to this?
I haven't heard from anyone.
There have been no investigators come and see you?
No one's come to me, no one's rang me, no one's spoken to me.
So if there was an investigation to see how much people had been doing at work in the public sector, running a business, would it take 7 weeks to get that answer?
No, it would not take 7 weeks to get that answer, but especially on one email account, it should take a matter of days to get that, even a day.
She is actually on leave at the moment. And here's the nub. Not only is Ms Pyle on leave, paid leave, but the job she's not doing is in vocational job training in the state with the nation's highest unemployment.
Is the employee on leave, or is the employee still working in the department? And if they're on leave, is it leave with or without pay?
The minister didn't know and turned anxiously to her advisers.
The person is on a leave with pay while under investigation.
For that to have taken 2 months while the person is stood down on full pay is quite a shocking outcome.
As a taxpayer, how do you feel about that?
I can't say what I really think on television.
Come close.
I think you can imagine what I'm going to say.